It was a horrifying scene. A bus full of Christmas travelers overturned along an icy stretch of one of BC's most notorious highways. Those who know the road well have no idea why it wasn't flagged for closure.
I think the contractor should have been a little bit more proactive on the highway that night and shut that highway down. I don't think that highway should have been opened for public transit at that point in time because it was just far too dangerous.
4 people died. Dozens of others were injured when the bus slipped off Highway 97C just east of Merritt.
In the city here in Merritt, we were completely covered in ice from one end to the other. There was nothing that wasn't covered in ice. Vehicles, fences, roads. Getting out of our driveways was almost impossible. I could not imagine being on the highway at that point in time.
Maintenance crews were reportedly out all day Saturday, plowing, sanding and salting the highway. But there's no explaining why the road wasn't simply shut down to traffic.
They regularly report to the ministry about the conditions they're observing. The 97C is also informed by a remote weather station that also is predicting and monitoring ongoing precipitation, which was quite low throughout the day and including at the time of this tragic accident.
The forecast is calling for another drop in interior temperatures this week, particularly in the alpine areas of the Highway 97 connector.
Driving is going to be extremely treacherous, especially when you have a thaw session like we've had where a lot of stuff melts and you get run off onto the road. That's going to freeze, turn to ice, and then you have the snow falling on top of it, so you're going to have those incompatible layers, which initially will make it extremely slippery.
Closing the highway has happened in the past, but it's rare.
I think sometimes there's a hesitancy because it's a commerce highway. It moves goods. There's commerce involved with it. It's all about keeping the commerce flowing, I think, and sometimes that human safety gets lost in that.
6 people hurt in the weekend crash are still in hospital. Belle Puri, CBC News, Vancouver.